We must go back.
Are you crazy? I like killing sprees as much as the next guy, but we barely got out of there alive.
What about Gamora?
She made a choice.
So you're just gonna abandon her? And Nikki? What if it was Groot? You gonna leave him behind too?
I am Groot.
Don't talk like that. That's not what this is about.
Isn't it though? We're supposed to be a team. Teams don't leave people behind.
Tell that to the giant Kratakan army of robots and brainwashed believers we barely got away from.
Gamora!
Is that?
Yes,
내가 믿어줬었나요? 믿어준 적 없는데 나.
How'd you get back?
it doesn't matter. I failed. Raker lives.
For now.
We have to go back. We can't leave Nikki there. What he'll turn her into?
Blah, blah, flarkin' blah. So you got stepdaddy issues and had a horrible childhood. Woo-hoo.
Rocket!
What? It's true. Guess what? You ain't the only one here who had it bad. It don't mean we're angling to commit suicide because some pseudo-priest nutjob is doing surprise nutjob stuff. If we go back there, we're dead. D-E-D! Dead!
I am Groot.
I'd rather die with honor than without.
Who crawled up her butt and died?
I am Groot.
So, get the Flark out of Dodge?
Not yet. We should try to get a hold of Cosmo instead.
I am Groot.
Great plan, only he ain't answering the passport.
Okay, but what choice do we have? We don't have comms.
Well, actually, we might have comms. It turns out they weren't as flarked as I originally thought.
Really?
Groot should be able to raise him.
그루트가 할 수 있다고요?
Okay.
저 라마는 다시 왔네.
Sounds like Murder Mom's feeling more stabby than usual. Hey, better not slice through anything in that cargo bay. We ain't restocking anytime soon.
I am Groot.
Harsh. Excuse me, I ain't the one advocating to throw ourselves to the Flurkins. Right, Drax?
Yes.
드렉스 상태가 뭔가 좋지 않아.
Hey, Rocket. You got a minute?
It's more fun crafting my stuff, but I'll lend you a paw.
드렉스 이상해졌어. 세뇌가 된 건가? 아 이거 아직도 안 되네요. 이게 160이어야 되는데 아니 130밖에 안 되네. 30개를 못 얻었네요. 좀 더 기다려보자.
Nothing at all? All right.
어디가?
One whole arm. That's what? 10% of Raker down?
And I say we leave the other 90% alone. Can't say I ain't glad I get to dissect this little marvel, but that's as close as I'm getting to this flarking cult ever again.
You all right there, Drax?
I am pondering that question.
And that makes total sense. After what happened with Nikki and that twisted promise, having to watch the people we love die all over again.
My family did not simply die. They were murdered by Thanos. I do not wish to discuss it.
Shoo, move over. What are you looking at?
Oh no, you ain't chewing through any more of my ship.
My ship.
Shoo, flark off.
Wow, that panel must have looked really tasty. What's it for, anyways?
Emergency door controls for the ship. Something a ship owner should know.
Hey, do I look like an engineer?
You don't.
저거는 또 뭐야? 이쪽으로 처음 왔을 때처럼 그렇게 손으로 이동하고 싶은데 그게 좋은데요. 저는 정말 마음에 들더라고요.
We have to go back. Sure,
로켓의 방이죠. 팀의? 이걸 얼마나 주고 사라는 거야? 내가 말한 잘 어울리는 황금 의상에서 황금은 황금색을 말한 거지 진짜 망할 황금을 말한 게 아니라고. 잠재 고객이 우리 부자라고 생각하도록 하려는 거지. 부 자체를 입자는 거야 뭐야? 그럼 우리가 공격 대상이 되잖아. 이렇게 하자. 때가 되면 이 의상을 테스트해보는 거야. 구멍 없이 살아남으면 내가 요구하는 금액의 6%를 주지. 더는 안 돼. 근데 꽤 멋져 보이긴 하네. 스타로드.
Cowardice is common sense. Wait, are you siding?
엄마 사진이죠.
Peter, we need.
Gamora. Hey.
Is that Corell's Galactic War Commendation?
Yeah. I rescued it from her office. I was planning to give it back to her until...
No one could have predicted that Corell was dead, or that Nikki would be the matriarch.
Or that she might be my kid.
That too.
She's gonna have questions and I don't even know where to begin. How did you and Mom hook up? Why weren't you around? Did you even want me? I've become my dad.
Do you want to practice on me, answering her questions?
아버지의 부재. 몇 년 전에 코렐이 나에게 니키에 관해 말해줄 수도 있었을 텐데.
Corell never told me about Nikki. She had a chance to tell me 3 years ago and she didn't.
What happened?
You have to promise not to judge me too harshly.
I can't promise that. I love judging people.
Fine. Corell maybe kind of caught me with a kidnapped 12-year-old girl.
Yeah, I can see why Corell wouldn't have mentioned Nikki.
It's not like that. I didn't kidnap the kid, Yondu did. I told him it was wrong, that we had to give her back, and he disagreed. So I stole the Milano and I was trying to return her when Corell just happened to intercept me.
Mm-hmm.
Look, after the Galactic War ended, Corell and I went our separate ways. I rejoined the Ravagers and she joined the Nova Corps. It's not like we had a future together. When she caught me with the kid, when I saw the disappointment in her face, I knew I had to turn over a new leaf. Even if it meant turning in Yondu.
You're the reason Yondu's in the kiln? No wonder there's a bounty on your Earth name. He must have been pissed.
Yep. But I'd do it all over again. What gets me is that Corell had plenty of chances to tell me about Nikki, and she didn't. If I had known, maybe...
The important thing is that you know now.
Yeah.
전장의 연인들? 니키에게 약간 말해주긴 했는데.
I already told Nikki some of the story.
But not all of it.
What was I supposed to say? Hey kid, I hooked up with your mom. I might be your dad.
Maybe not that.
I mean, it was war. I was with the Ravagers hitting Shatari supply chains. You know, pirate stuff. None of us had any long-term plans beyond survival, especially not kids. Hell, I only met Corell because I heard Earth was in Shatari's crosshairs.
Mercury, yeah, I remember. Richard Ryder established an outpost on the planet's surface.
An undermanned, undergunned, and horribly outnumbered outpost that didn't stand a snowball's chance in hell when the Shatari launched a sneak attack. Obviously, I had to do something.
Nikki would understand that, I think.
It was so close, Gamora. By the time I convinced Yondu to help, the outpost had fallen. We thought we were too late, so when Corell and her squad came out of those caves, she was just so... badass. Her forces had been through the ringer, but she wasn't about to give up Mercury without a fight.
That definitely sounds like the Corell I remember.
I tried to convince Yondu to stay and help retake the outpost, but he saw no profit in dying, so I stayed instead. We spent hours strategizing together, often late into the night. It took 3 days to come up with a counterattack, and even then, it was risky. We thought we were gonna die.
But you didn't.
No, we didn't. And now I have to figure out how to tell my estranged kid her mother's dead. Anyway, until we get Nikki back, we've got bigger fish to fry. This stuff can wait.
True. But when you are ready to talk about it, just be honest with her. The rest will fall into place.
Yeah, you're probably right.
갑자기 와서 내 말을 들어줬네.
Catch you later, Bluebird.
쟤는 불만이 너무 많아요. 불만이 지나치게 많아요. 이거구나.
I see you have discovered my criminal record.
맞아.
Yeah. I guess I couldn't help myself. I mean, it's your rap sheet.
I suppose that it is impressive to criminals.
Reformed criminals, as in past tense. We're legit now, remember?
I do not think we share the same definition of legitimate.
Okay, fair, maybe not, but still. Guy who kills Thanos ends up in the most infamous prison in the galaxy? It's gotta be one hell of a story.
Which part would you like to hear, Peter Quill? How I allegedly killed the Mad Titan, or are you enamored by my stay in the kiln?
드렉스 더 디스트로이어. 어땠어? 킬런에서 지내던 때 말이야.
What was it like in the kiln?
You would not have survived the cycle. Why?
I maybe know someone there.
Then pray they died quickly.
Yikes. It's really that bad?
Worse. However, after the chaos I wrought in my misguided quest for revenge, it was a well-deserved punishment.
Right. The rampage.
That is one way to describe it. After my battle with Thanos, I became convinced that he still drew breath. I demanded proof, but when none was provided, I convinced myself that others were concealing his location. I saw his hideous visage in every shadow, and murdered anyone I thought was hiding him.
Some of which were very bad dudes.
Perhaps. It is not my place to judge.
So, how'd they stop you? Nova Corps, I mean. You're Drax, the Destroyer. There's not a bounty hunter alive who could have taken you down.
I surrendered.
What? Why?
I had succumbed to madness, and become the very thing that I hoped to vanquish. Once I realized that, I could not live with the monster that I had become.
미친 타이탄?
Thanos, obviously. I mean, it's the Mad Titan. He was supposed to be untouchable, and then BAM! Player 2 is joined. Just, how'd you do it? How'd you take Thanos down?
With sorcery.
Come on, really?
Really, after Thanos murdered my family, rage filled my heart. In my search for revenge, I found Mentor.
You mean a mentor, right?
No, Mentor is his name. And his brother Cronus, sorcerers. They gave me a sleeping potion that would grant my greatest desire. Finding and killing Thanos.
You're messing with me.
I am not. When I awoke, I was changed. I could sense the Mad Titan's vile life force, feel it pulsating from across the galaxy.
Wow, that's a...
I know how it sounds, Peter Quill.
And I believe that you believe this happened. It's just... it's pretty out there. Even for space stuff.
Regardless, I followed the pulse in my mind until it led me to a moon in the Black Quadrant. And there, I found Thanos, hiding like a coward. Our battle waged for days. Each of us trading blows across the moon's inhospitable surface, equal in strength, equal in our resolve to see the other dead once and for all.
And then you delivered the final blow.
I recall throwing a final swing before I collapsed from exhaustion. When I awoke, I was in a hospital on Elanis. Many rotations had passed, and I was being hailed as a hero.
For killing Thanos.
Allegedly. The very fibers of my being say otherwise. I can still feel him out there. I have no doubt in my heart that he survived, just as I did.
Well, the important thing is that you're here now, with us. Man, we're not going back to prison anytime soon.
That remains to be seen.
타노스가 아직 살아있다고? 타노스랑 싸우나? 타노스를 죽였다 그래서 얘가 그렇게까지 센가?
Anybody in there? Drax? Are you okay? Open up!
Peter Quill.
Are you gonna join us in the cockpit? You got a lot of dog report items for Cosmo.
Perhaps I will. Write them down.
Drax.
Apologies. I will surrender the lavatory. A few ticks.
Wait. Was that my toothbrush?
같이 쓸 수 있다고 생각하나 보죠? 정말 위생적이구만. 이건 필요 없어. 또 하나가 있었던 것 같은데?
What do you think, bud? Now that Contracty is gone, what's gonna be the new hotspot for entertainment? An asteroid, huh? Smart.
Hey, Gamora.
Go away, Peter.
Come on. Just thought I'd check in. That was some pretty heavy stuff you said earlier. Wanna talk about it?
I don't need a pep talk.
얘기 말고 노래로 합시다.
Okay. All right. No talking. Let's sing it out.
What?
Oh, oh, who's the hunter? Who's the game? You feel the beat, call your name. Come on, I know you know this one. I hold you close in victory. I don't wanna tame your animal style. You won't be caged in the call of the wild.
목 잘리겠는데?
Come on, sing it!
Shooting at the walls of...
Shooting at the walls of heartache.
Bang, bang!
I am the warrior. I am the warrior. And heart to heart you win. See? Just singing.
All right, I like that one. Gets me every time. What did you want to talk about?
레이커에 관해서 알려줄 수 있어?
Want to talk about the guy whose arm you just ripped off?
There's nothing to talk about.
You chopped his arm off.
And that's all I did. He's still out there with Nikki manipulating her with his slick lies and flarked up promises. Making everybody think... we can't bring them back.
Who did you see? In your promise? Got a feeling it wasn't Thanos.
No one. Nothing. It was just a lie. Which is why we need to stop it.
Right. I'm working on that. Just try not to slash the cargo bay in half.
Watch it, Peter. You could fall on my sword if you're not careful.
여기 들으려고 할 때 내가 가면 안 가지네요. 아 여기까지 다 안 가지네. 얘 길을 딱 확보하고 있구만.
I know the wires look tasty, but they're not for eating, all right? Ask Drax for a ration pack if you're hungry.
얘는 마지막에 뭔가 쓸모가 있나? 계속 데리고 다니는데 뭔가 쓸모가 있지 않은 이상 뭐하니? 여기 또 뭔가 일이 생긴 거야?
Bet our comms array wouldn't be all chewed up if we'd kept the llama in here.
어디 있나? 어디 있나? 거기 있니? 말을 한번 걸어볼까요?
How about you, bud? You doing okay?
더 캐물어 볼까요? 왜냐하면 우리 모두 저기서 정말 이상한 걸
You
보았잖아.
sure? We saw some pretty messed up stuff in there. Yeah. Maybe I'm not the best person to discuss it with you. You and Rocket should definitely talk about it, though. I'm glad you guys are there for each other. Take care, buddy.
쟤랑은 어떻게 대화하는 거예요, 도대체? 대단한데, 그루트.
Anything yet?
알아냈나 이제? 통신돼요?
Guardian of Galaxies.
Cosmo, buddy. Where have you been? We've been calling you.
Sorry, Piotr Quill. Cosmos ball's been tied. Universal Church of Truth arrive at nowhere.
Are you okay?
Is fine for moment. Cosmo receive warning in time, but Continuum Cortex is of shutdown for safety. It's been dead, huh?
Your little detective trip almost got us killed. We'll fill you in when we get there.
Yet, this problem is bigger than Cosmo. Guardian of Galaxies must go to Xandar and ask Worldmind for help instead. Cosmo unable to get through. Guardian of Galaxies must actually...
Cosmo, are you there? What happened?
오! 뭐야? 너네 뭔데?
Are we under attack?
So these are the cowards who
나왔군.
defiled Lady Hellbender's honor.
Oh, good.
And who the flark are you?
Normally, I would not engage in conversation with inferior life forms. But my contract with Lady Hellbender stipulates otherwise. Therefore, abomination. You may refer to me by my title. I am Captain Glory, leader of the Lethal Legion.
Lethal Legion? More like Loser Legion.
He's surrounded us.
Listen, I get that Lady Hellbender's super pissed, but now's really not the best time.
Did you think that she would ease her bounty simply because you somehow managed to elude the Blood Brothers in nowhere?
Yes?
Then you are as imbecilic as they are. Lady Hellbender sends her regards, so-called Guardians of the Galaxy. Prepare to be eliminated.
No, you prepare to be eliminated.
Smooth.
We got this. Probably.
리설 리전을 처치하라고? 슈터 게임 되는 거예요, 이거?
Hit them hard and give no quarter. There's nothing on that garbage scow worth salvaging.
Got a piece of that guy! Taking
Oh!
fire!
Direct hit!
Now this is a proper dogfight!
아이고! 자, 어렵구나.
Hit them hard and give no
를 잘해야 돼.
There's nothing on that garbage scow worth salvaging.
Find us a channel with less butthole content.
Markers are forcing it open somehow.
Feel free to panic. Your dying cries will be recorded as proof of your demise.
Can't we just send an IOU to Lady H?
안돼.
I ain't paying that psycho a single unit.
이렇게 많은데? 이렇게 많았어?
These ships ain't dying fast enough.
That's a fixable problem. These guys have really bad timing.
Perfect timing from where I stand. I would love to hunt you down.
Ain't nobody running you, Jog Hawker.
할 수 있어. 야, 그래도
Jeez, how much money did she offer these guys?
More than that Ravager he was worth. Thief.
어디 있습니까?
Feel free to show off, Quill. They insulted my baby.
어허.
Make sure you're shooting while you do it. Drop out of
Oh,
the
yeah.
angle if it gets too hot.
I got this, trust me.
Only one lethal lane brain left.
One is all we need.
That don't even make sense. We just wasted a ton of you.
Woo! Who's the inferior life form now, huh?
Still you.
Peter, I'm picking up something.
What?
It appears I'll have to finish this myself. So you defeated my fighters, but my cruiser will crush you. Where's Drax the Destroyer? My bounty's for 5 of you.
어허.
That's it? That's what you've been bragging about? Ah!
Keep up the barrage. They will not survive.
그냥
Lady
힘들구만.
Skullsuit us the worst flarkin' timing.
어.
He's really pissing me off. Starting to feel like we pissed off the whole galaxy.
아이고. 아이고, 이게 어렵구만. 이게 시야나 이런 게 너무 360도 돌아가니까.
That's it? That's what you've been bragging about?
What do you mean?
Nothing. It's, I'm sure it's very comfortable.
I will not be mocked.
Then do something about it.
That did some real damage. Keep hitting his exhaust port.
어.
Your strategy will work.
Thanks. You just confirmed that it will.
아, 그냥 이런 식으로 피하면 되네, 그냥.
Bad guardians.
Nope, not a thing.
Milano definitely felt it.
오, 왜 안 무너져, 안 무너져. 안 부서져, 안 부서져.
Really pissing me off.
Doing
네.
this up, Quill. That was a bad hit.
아이고.
Taking heat.
That hurt.
아휴, 이거 진짜 못하네. 괜찮아. 아직 할 수 있어. 이렇게 들어가면 돼.
Protect those ports.
아유.
This guy's starting to sound like
조심해.
Rocket.
It's called language efficiency, Quill. Lady Skullsuit us the worst flarkin' timing. Is she here? Just for goons. This time.
한 번 더 피하고. 사장거리들이.
Like that.
Okay in there, Cap?
Stay still
으아.
and I'll show you.
전 이제 얼마 안 남았다.
Starting to feel like you pissed off the whole galaxy. Oh, no, you don't.
자. 어이구, 얘 피해야 되죠?
Right up the exhaust port.
Just kill them already.
There's an art to this.
기다려.
Quill described the kill splane to the deadliest woman in the galaxy.
네.
We really gotta take
어허,
better care of the
위험해요.
Milano.
Lucky little. how much these creeps are getting paid for killing us.
Let me look up the contract real quick. That scut stain just got us.
Oh!
For how much these creeps are getting paid for killing us.
I am Clary.
대제. 얘 뭐 대단하게 나올 것 같았는데
Take that, lady skull.
이대로 끝이야?
I doubt we've seen the last of her.
We'll worry about Lady Hellbender later. Let's just focus on getting to Xandar. Punch it.